I got to say, for the reveal of, like, the guy that was behind it all along, saying, like, oh, I wonder who it was, the big reveal of who was the scumbag of the kingdom, who possibly had sneaking suspicions and all that, since the first chapter that we saw him. Actually, it ain't William, actually, it's that fat piece of shit that looks like Maori. Yeah, let's talk about Black Clover. To be fair, I remember saying it last week, it's like, it's probably that fucker anyway, and like, even from seeing it, it was like, when I finally saw the chapter, kind of keep away from the spoilers and roars, and I couldn't help myself, I did see it here, so I was like, who it finally was, and I was like, was anyone fucking surprised? Like, was anyone like, oh my god, I wonder who it is, do you think it's William? Like, do you think it's him, or that's, like, all this shit going around with it? And then, like, yeah. Is the captain of the Purple Orcas, this piece of shit, like, Poizot, like that, he's like, I would never betray the kingdom, I would never do it. It's like, and Charlotte's like, mate, you've been like doing some shady shit across the thing, not to mention how the way you get your stars and everything. It's like, mate, cut the fucking bullshit. It's thicker than the fog outside there. I could cut it with a fucking knife and serve it to the kids on birthdays. Like that. It's like, how much bullshit you're putting out there. And he's like, alright then, let me just use my memory exchange magic. It's like, you know, it's absolute. We'll get everything calmed down. It's like, Yami's like, yo, calm down, fucking Ham. You know, you can just do it like this and all that. You know, if you're a clean man, you'll be able to do this. And what is his reaction? As an honest man, this is a trap. I clear my name with strategic retreat. And it's like, I've got to say, yeah, you're gonna run for it. That clears your innocence very well. And then I'm not gonna lie, but his magic's pretty cool. It's like, I was like, okay, he actually has a cool magic. Transparency magic, like invisible troops, so he can make himself invisible. Not to mention he can summon invisible Berserk army alongside him. That is a fucking cool power. I'm just, even though they're pretty shitty wink and they're just a bunch of bastards like that, that's kind of useful. That is kind of really useful. I can make myself invisible, but also as well, I can also as well summon my goons. Yo, clean up the mess for me like that, like a fucking boss like that, like just clean him up for me. And then he's like, oh, I've got to get away from him, or, you know, I've accumulated a fortune, I've become a wealthy merchant, and all that. I've done some dirty shit, I've used my trickeries and all that. It's like, you know, with this magic, with my business talents, you know, like, I can get away with shit. And then Asta hits him right in the fucking head, like, right in that mask, and it was like, you know, how the fuck do you do this? Like, you know, how do you do that? Like, everyone's like, wow, is that bullshit? It's like, nah. You know, like, by the way, he's an anti-magic kid, but don't forget, I taught him Ki recently and all that, and he's like, yeah, he's your natural, and he's like, oh, this piece of shit, I don't toy with me, and the captain, and that new kid that we got to see, that 19-year-old, I believe, real. I'm so glad, like, everyone thinking, like, oh, he had, like, ice magic, he was, like, the next Hitsugai or something. He actually has a paintbrush. I was, like, kind of surprised. He's, like, he's some kind of artist kid. He's, like, oh, I do picture magic, and it's, like, Spring of Restriction. He just makes him in, like, this giant, like, oasis kind of area. And just how every other captain reacts to this. You've got fucking Jack the Ripper there with the claws. You've got Nozzle there wanting a fucking piece. You've got Yami charging up the Dark Leech. You've got Charlotte on her roses of forms. I'm like, oh dear God. So dear God. Yo, you got pies, like, where the fuck your name? You better fucking turn your fucking ass upside down and fucking inside out, because there's a bunch of people that want a piece of your ass. They want a piece of that shit. And it's like, you know what? His magic just allows to go, you know, anything that goes past him, so we're just gonna have to hit him with physical stuff. Oh, that sounds good to me and all that, you know. And besides, if shit gets broken, nah, just get the commoners to rebuild it. Ah, it's fine. And William's just like, yo, that's enough, friends. We need to, you know, calm yourself down a little bit. You know, someone may be controlling him with magic. And, like, that's kind of the situation. It's like, and even Julius is like there, is like holding his arms, like, you know, I can't tone my magic down, you see, you know, we got to do this shit right. And just Asta, I can't believe being the straight man here. Oh my God, everyone's fucking crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm with nut jobs. Oh Jesus Christ. Like, How was he like the one that's supposed to... He's the one that went at him first. He was the one that wanted the first piece of this motherfucker. And then everyone else reacts to it and wants a fucking piece of him. He's like, oh, I don't want none of this now. Mate, you were trying to go after that shit. Don't be trying to pull the straight man. You can pull the straight man act on this bullshit right here. And even real, he's like, hey man, let's be friends. And fucking Julius, Nozzle, Jack, Charlotte, Yami, all putting up to this girl today, motherfucker, right there. And it's like, well then, we got a few things to ask you now. How about we have this little chat here? Take a seat. Don't mind Jack with his knives. Don't mind the thorns. Don't mind the fucking silver flying everywhere. It's fine. Don't mind my time magic. It's all good. So now the question is, though, that he managed to dispel him, like, on the mask, and like, I was thinking, like, wouldn't that be able to, like, as well, like, isn't he gonna have to, like, hit him on the noggin if he is being controlled or not? Like, that's probably what's gonna be happening, but mind as well, he did manage to hit him, like, on the mask, so I'm guessing, like, that was only able to, like, temporarily just, like, you know, take off his magic. I'm guessing, like, he actually has to hit him on the noggin like he did with the other, like, Eye of the Midnight Sun members. Like, that's kind of, like, what it is. I'm not gonna lie, like, the other translation, because this is the official version. I know, like, both the, like, this is the very strange thing where, like, the actual, I know the illegals and the legals actually came out on the same day, which is a very rare thing since the legals are normally out. I honestly, I'm sorry guys, I know, like, I should be one coming out to, like, the illegals, but the way how they call it, like, what is the White Knight, Demon Eye, or something like that, I'm sorry, I fucking hate that name so much. Like, to me, it's the Eye of the Midnight Sun, and it's just, like, hearing that name is like, oh, it's so stupid. It's just such a random, like, little thing to insult, I know, but, you know, it's a little thing. And also as well, finding out some information about the Eye of the Midnight Sun in this chapter as well, finding out that they're, like, all the members, you know, they're out there, they want a bit of Clover Kingdom's ass, they want a little bit of them. And apparently, you know, that was about 6 years ago that they formed, and I believe there's, like, now, like, 15 members of them, and, like, they now have, like, a bunch of their hideouts out. We know a bunch of the members like that. We've got, obviously, this old lady here. We've got the other guy as well. We've got, remember, Elite's part of it. Also, as well, the Elite Force known as the Third Eye. Then you also as well got to count, you know, into, like, everyone else, like, Sally into this, like, and the members that got killed. So, there was quite a few members. I think we're already halfway down with the Eye of the Midnight Sun. And, like, including the members right now, I think there's, like, maybe a couple more members, including the true leader. But, like, was anyone really surprised by, like, Grawls, really? Yeah. I think William's, like, hiding some shit, like, obviously, like, that, you know, obviously why he wants to keep that mask on there, and obviously he has some stuff he wants to hide. But I generally think there's a reason. Like, I think Yami has some trust in him, and that's something to show, like, right there. It's like, I'm kind of curious to see, like, what his magic is, because it isn't like magic. So I am kind of curious to see, like, once he finally gets his time to shine in the manga. I've got to say, it was a very quick chapter. It was kind of straight to the point. Hey, literally, it let you know by, like, the second page. That guy's a dick. Asta, beat him up. Okay, everyone wants a piece. Let's ask the questions now that we beat the shit out of him. And, you know, that's a kind of quick chat. That means I'm fine with that. Like, there's not a lot to, like, really chew on the bone here. Like, you know, there's not a lot on this meat. But the bit that we did get on the meat is, like, a good pair of, like spare ribs with some nice barbecue sauce. That's the best way to, like, talk about this chapter. You know, you got that really good bit of meat on there, but there's only a tiny bit on there, and you gotta savor it. And I gotta say, this was a fun-ass chapter. I liked everyone going in. Like, everyone wanted a fucking piece of this fat, miry motherfucker. Like, everyone wanted a piece of him. And just how everyone went out. Like, Jack, Charlotte, Nozzle, like, all of them. Even this real guy. Everyone wanted a little bit of the piece. I wish we saw a little bit of William's power, but obviously, it seems like he's keeping his power on the DL with that stuff. So, I like this chapter. I think an 8.5. I think it was a great chapter. For what it was fucking funny. It was really hilarious. And, like, it was cool at the same time. It definitely showed, like, this is how far Asta's come as well. This is, like, now that he's just got this stuff, and just the massive hypocrisy of Asta wanting a piece, and then when everyone else gets a little serious, he's like, oh dear God. Oh dear God, this is what I'm going to become. This is a magic night to me, but honestly, I loved it, so I'm curious in the comment section down below, what did you think about this Black Clover chapter? I had a blast with it, and I hope you guys had a blast with it too, and I am looking forward to the next chapter after that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. I'm telling you though, like, if this was animated though, whoo, this thing would be done in like a like a 2-3 minutes, like it would be done like that. Like there's like even still for a chapter, it's fine. I'm satisfied with a week, but it's like if that's all that you got for like, you know, just an episode. If you think about that, imagine if that was like One Piece, like where they do like one chapter an episode. Ooh, imagine trying to get that material in 20 minutes. Oh my god, you'd have to stretch out the fighting so badly. Oh my god, I don't even think about it, but like that. It was a real fun chapter, so let me know in the comments section down below what you thought about it. But that's all from me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I will catch you guys next.